Hey guys, what's going on? Today I wanted to talk about AMD. With the release of Ryzen, the entire PC world is on their toes waiting to see how well Ryzen stacks up to Intel's Kabylake. Even with the release of Polaris last year, people wanted to see how well it stacked up to Nvidia's Pascal line of GPUs. It's very clear AMD is making really competitive products, and some people are starting to ask the question, is AMD the new king of PC? So to find the answer, I decided to look at both the Polaris line and the newly announced Ryzen line to see how they compare to their competitors. So first, I wanted to take a look at the Polaris line of graphics cards that were released last year because they're already available and there are benchmarks we can look at to see how well these cards stack up. In my opinion, the Polaris line was a massive success. The 480 is currently beating out its competitor, the 1060 in DX12 and Vulkan titles. And with the newer driver updates, the 480 is even beating out the 1060 and some of the older DX11 titles. So the 480 is just amazing. It's beautiful. It's probably the best graphics card AMD has released yet. Highly competitive price point, and it's even outperforming its competitor, which is just phenomenal. And even if you look at the lower end stuff, the 470, that easily crushes the GTX 1050 Ti. The only battle Nvidia managed to win this generation is the 460 versus the 1050. And all the testing I've done, the 1050 is easily the better card. But with all that being said, I think AMD made the right moves by releasing their consumer grade graphics cards before Nvidia, and at a lower cost than the Pascal lineup. The only mistake they made, at least in my opinion, is that they haven't released their high-end Vega GPUs yet. Right now, if you want high-end graphics, you need to go with Nvidia. There's really no other option. Vega is expected to be very powerful. However, it looks as though they kind of already lost the high-end market by releasing Vega almost a year after Nvidia released their high-end cards. I mean, we still don't have a confirmed release date for Vega yet, but it's almost going to be a year by the time Vega comes out. And Nvidia holding on to that high-end market, that's where the main market share comes from. So I think that was a big mistake from AMD. But, you win some, you lose some, I guess. But if we were to look at the Ryzen series of CPUs, I kind of have a different opinion. I think AMD made very smart moves by waiting to see what their competitor will release, then undercutting them. Obviously, the full Ryzen lineup has yet to be released. We only know about the Ryzen 7 series, but they are looking pretty impressive. Obviously, AMD used benchmarks that are going to favor their CPUs. It makes them look good. They only show them winning, but you still have to give them credit. They haven't made a new CPU in years, and the ones they're coming out with now are beating the competitor and coming in at a way lower price. Now, these are all high-end CPUs that were announced so far, so the average consumer and gamer probably won't be going after these, but still, if the Ryzen line stays consistent and doesn't have a massive performance drop, I think that this new line will have a massive impact on the market and will really force Intel to be competitive again. Overall, I still think it's too early to crown AMD the king of PC, but I absolutely respect what they've done and the work that they're putting in to try and remain competitive. Over the past decade, AMD has been considered the number 2 option in both CPU and GPUs. But now I think they're really trying to make that push for the number 1 spot. I just hope going forward, AMD still maintains this competitive mindset they have right now, and they continue to work hard and try and give us the best products possible. I don't want to see them take the crown like Nvidia and Intel have, and then slowly become complacent. I hope that they continue to be competitive, and they always see Intel and Nvidia as competitors. But what do you guys think of AMD right now? Do you think they'll continue to work, or do you think they'll fall off like they did a few years ago? Let me know in the comments below, and if you guys enjoyed this video, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm Motionless Gaming, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.